This is Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas, and this is MSC's World America, two of the newest and largest cruise ships in the world. I just sailed on both, and while they may look similar on paper, the onboard experience couldn't be more different. So before you spend thousands and commit a week of vacation, let's figure out which ship is actually worth it. Hey y'all, I'm Eben with Family at Sea, where we help make every cruise unforgettable. After sailing on both the Star of the Seas and the MSC World America, the two newest megaships in the world, it was clear that while they're targeting the same kind of cruiser, the experience plays out in surprisingly different ways. Both promise next-level features and unforgettable experiences, but the reality? That depends on what you value most. So in this review, I'll break down the highlights, the trade-offs, and what you need to know before you book. If you're ready, I am. Let's go. The Star of the Seas is the largest cruise ship in the world at just under 251,000 gross tons and a maximum capacity of 7,600 passengers. While the MSC World America isn't far behind at just under 216,000 gross tons and can carry up to 6,700 guests when fully booked. Both are the second ships in their class, but while the Star is nearly identical to the Icon of the Seas, the World America features a redesigned layout with about 40% of the ship changed from its predecessor, the MSC World Europa. And while both ships promise next-level features, they come in with very different price tags. A 7-night cruise for two on the Star typically ranges from $3,000 to $6,000, while on the World America, similar sailings usually run $2,000 to $5,000. On average, the Star's prices are roughly 35% higher, which is a big difference when you're booking a vacation for the whole family. While that's good to know upfront, it's what happens on board that really tells the story. Food is one of the first areas where the differences between these ships start to show, especially in how they handle variety, access, and what's included. The Star of the Seas features 10 complimentary venues, giving guests a wide range of no extra cost options. From the Windjammer Buffet and Surfside Eatery to the Aqua Dome Market, Park Cafe, and Pearl Cafe, you've got plenty of variety built into the fare. Even quick snacks like pizza at Sorrento's or tacos at El Loco Fresh are spread out across the ship, making it easy to find food that fits your mood. The ship also offers 6 specialty dining venues, including staples like Chops Grill, which is the steakhouse, or Giovanni's, the Italian restaurant, as well as Playmakers, Izumi, and Pier 7. The MSC World America, on the other hand, has 7 complimentary options, with the buffet and main dining rooms doing most of the heavy lifting. While there are a few grab-and-go counters like Luna Park Pizza and Burger and La Boca Grill, they're more limited in number and hours. That said, MSC also offers 6 specialty restaurants, including Butcher's Cut, Ola Tacos and Cantina, Italy, Kaido Sushi and Teppanyaki, Paxos, and All-Star Sports Bar. But when it comes to how these dining options actually deliver, the differences become a lot more clear. We found the complimentary dining was better on the Star thanks to its variety, layout, and ease of access. But when it came to specialty dining, the World America came out ahead. Not only did the food impress us more, but the service was consistently more attentive and polished across multiple venues. So depending on how much dining matters to you and whether you plan to stick with what's included or prefer to explore the upgrades, this category may tilt one way or the other. But for us, this round goes to the MSC World America thanks to its stronger specialty dining, both in flavor and in service. And look, if you care about food like I do, you want someone in your corner who doesn't just find you a good deal, but knows where to find the best meals, the best shows, and everything else that makes or breaks a cruise. And that's why we always book with Cruises It. They've saved us money, unlocked perks we didn't even know existed, and helped us avoid rookie mistakes like Frank, who booked a cruise but forgot to book flights to the port. Frank, my man, unless you've got a jet ski and 2 weeks to spare, that ship is literally sailing without you. With their low price guarantee and actual humans who know cruising inside and out, Cruises It makes planning your trip easier and a whole lot less stressful. Click the link in the description or give them a call on the number on the screen below and let them know Evan from Family at Sea sent you. You'll be glad you did. If you're the kind of cruiser who doesn't sit still, this is where both ships really show off. The Star of the Seas leads with sheer spectacle. Its entertainment lineup is packed with big budget productions like Torque in the Aqua Theater, Soul in the Absolute Zero Ice Arena, and a full-scale Back to the Future Broadway-style musical. The MSC World America doesn't quite hit the same highs, but offers a steadier stream of daily shows. Between rotating headliners and MSC productions in the World Theater, plus performances like Queen Symphonic in the Panorama Lounge, which is one of the best shows we've ever seen on a cruise ship, the World America has a more consistent slate overall. And for those of you more comfortable in a swimsuit than dinner formal wear, the MSC World America makes a strong case. The Mar Azul is the largest pool on any cruise ship, and it's paired with an adjacent solarium pool, which is something the Star lacks entirely. And in the peaceful adults-only Zen pools, and MSC clearly prioritize space and serenity. The Star counters with its own vibe-heavy options like Swim and Tonic, which is the first ever swim-up bar at sea, and the Hideaway adult-only pool, but neither quite measures up to the scale and layout that MSC offers. For adrenaline though, the Star runs laps around this competition. We're talking 6 water slides, a surf simulator, Crown's Edge that drops you off the edge of the ship, mini golf, laser tag, ice skating, rock climbing, and escape rooms. There is a ton at all times. The World America brings some of its own fun with the cliffhanger swings, a huge dry slide, bumper cars, virtual reality rides, roller skating, and 3 water slides at the harbor, but it doesn't reach the same level of intensity or variety as the Star does. At night, both ships come alive with live music and events, but the Star pulls ahead with better venues. Dueling Pianos is a high-energy standout. Starlight Karaoke is always packed, and the music hall feels like a concert every night. The World America offers live music of its own across multiple venues, but none with the same crowd draw or vibe. Both ships offer massive, well-equipped kids clubs with everything from video games to arts and crafts, but during peak sailings, the crowds can overwhelm even the best setups. We saw packed rooms, long check-in lines, and staff stretched thin on both the Star and the World America. So while both spaces impress, the experiences can feel a lot more chaotic than fun at times for the kids. While both ships pack in more options than you could ever do in a week, once you step beyond the kids clubs, one of them just delivers on a different level. From backflipping ice skaters and flying cars on stage to best dueling pianos on the open seas and 6 epic water slides, the Star of the Seas is built for all day and all night energy. The World America holds its own, but if you're chasing jaw-dropping moments and back-to-back thrills, the Star of the Seas doesn't just win this round, it owns it. There's a certain feeling you get the moment you step on board any cruise ship. And for these 2 mega ships, that feeling is completely different. On the Star of the Seas, from the moment you step on board, you're dropped right in the middle of the action in the bustling Royal Promenade, where you're greeted by the Pearl, which is this massive kinetic sculpture that lights up and pulses with energy. It's grand, it's bold, and it screams, "You're not in Kansas anymore." And that first impression sets the tone. The Star is loud, colorful, and always in motion. The music is pumping, the neighborhoods are packed, and something is happening around every corner. It's built for extroverts, or at least people who want to feel like they're in the middle of something big. The MSC World America, on the other hand, eases you in. You board into a quiet elevator bank with no dramatic entryway, no live music waiting to greet you, and instead the energy builds slowly as you make your way through a ship that feels far more refined and design-focused. It leans minimalist with sleek lines, rich materials, and muted tones. Think modern hotel lobby rather than theme park entrance. The ship is beautiful, there's no question about that, but it's not trying to impress you with sensory overload, it's more about aesthetics than adrenaline. So if you're drawn to bold design, nonstop energy, and a ship that feels alive from morning to night, the Star is your winner. But if sleek design and understated elegance are more your speed, the World America sets a different but still compelling tone. And while both approaches work, one of them delivers an experience that's impossible to ignore. That edge goes to the Star of the Seas thanks to a first impression that hits hard and a vibe that never lets up. When it comes to value, it's not just about how much you pay, it's about what you get for the price. And while both ships offer a lot included in the base fare with meals, entertainment, pools, and kids clubs, the quality of those inclusions isn't always equal. Royal Caribbean definitely wins on polish. The main dining room is stronger, the included shows feel like full-scale productions, and experiences like the Flow Rider, mini golf, and rock climbing wall are all free. Meanwhile, on the World America, activities like the cliffhanger swing and bumper cars cost extra. And even though dining is included, the food in the main dining room and buffet often feels more hit or miss. But here's the thing, MSC cruises are significantly cheaper. You'll often pay 30 to 50% less for a similar itinerary, and even with a few upcharges, the total cost still comes out ahead. Spa treatments, drink packages, and Wi-Fi are all noticeably more affordable. And if you're in the yacht club, you're getting a true luxury experience for a fraction of what the Star Class or even Sky Class suites would cost on the Star of the Seas. So while Royal Caribbean delivers more consistency and a more premium feeling base experience, MSC still gives you an unbelievable bang for your buck. And in a world where cruise prices are rising fast, that value can't be ignored. So for us, this one goes to the MSC World America, because if you're looking for a lower total price without sacrificing the big ship thrills, MSC is tough to beat. So where does that leave us? With 2 points apiece, this showdown is officially tied up, which means the tiebreaker comes down to something harder to quantify, but impossible to ignore: the X factor. For me, that's always the people, because the real magic of cruising isn't just in the shows, the food, or the destinations, it's the moments in between. The conversations that stretch past midnight, the laughter with strangers who feel like friends by day 2, and the memories you carry long after you've unpacked your suitcase. Now, what I'm talking about here is not the quality of the relationships we've built on both cruise lines. It's about the ease and frequency with which those connections happen. And truthfully, Royal Caribbean just makes it easier. The energy is higher, the crowd is more social, and you're constantly pulled into shared experiences. Trivia turns into cocktails, karaoke becomes a late night hangout, and you bump into the same people again and again until it doesn't feel like a coincidence, it feels like community. Now look, if you're one of the amazing friends we've met on MSC and happen to be watching this, please know, I'm absolutely not talking about you here. I'm deeply grateful for every friendship we've made at sea, and this isn't about the depth or the quality of those relationships, it's just how easy the ships make it to build those new relationships. So the Star was the winner, but this was far from a blowout. Both of these ships are incredible in their own right, and honestly, you can't go wrong with either one. If you show up with the right mindset and a sense of adventure, you're gonna have an unforgettable cruise, whether you're sipping espresso in the Royal Galleria or catching live music in the Royal Promenade. And here's the real kicker. We've already booked a second sailing on both of these ships, which is something we rarely ever do with so many incredible ships we want to experience that we haven't yet. So the fact we're going back on both of these says everything you need to know about how much we genuinely love them. But here's the bad news. If you're trying to figure out which ship is truly worth your vacation time, just know this: it's rare to find ships like these two that deliver on this level. Unfortunately, not every cruise we've taken in 2025 has delivered this level of wow, and some were surprisingly forgettable. But the good news is, I ranked the first 10 cruises we took this year, highlighting the biggest surprises, the biggest letdowns, and a few ships that completely defied expectations. If you want a brutally honest look at how some of the most talked about ships actually stacked up, that video is going to open your eyes. So don't stop here. Come hang out with me in the next one, where I spill the tea on what truly delivered and what left us wondering why we even bothered. If you're ready, I am. Let's go.